Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday! We are back for another Monkie Kid set. This time we've got the Dragon of the East Palace. Should take us 2 sessions to build. It's got about 2,364 pieces. I haven't gotten a whole lot of the Monkie Kid sets, but there's some pretty nice ones. I think I like them more than the Ninjago stuff. But this one is a fun underwater set with some interesting creature heads, shall we say. You complain that your delivery didn't come in yet, and then it came in. That's oftentimes how it goes for me. Howdy, Clouth Warthog. How's it going? Alright, let's go ahead and switch on over to the overhead camera and wonder why Princess Linda and our ambassador or guard guy didn't get in there. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and move the other camera out of the way. Get this big old box opened. It's a very big box. It's not that thick, but it is rather high, shall we say. It's also disgustingly warm here. And by here, I mean specifically in the room that I'm doing this building in. Gotta get a better angle on some of this tape here. There we go. Okay, let's see. That does not have numbers on it, so we can put that to the side. That's 11, so let's toss it in the back. Well, there's number 1. Alright, let me actually put this down a bit. See if I can get this, Alright. There's 6. There's 2. There's 8. I don't know how many bags are in this. There's 15, so that goes back there for now. There's 9. 12. 17. 4. 14. The instruction booklet, which that can go over there. Bump everything possible. A second 9. Another set, or a 7, a 3. Feeling very much better? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. It's always a good feeling when you discover that you're getting over your illness. 13, 10, 5, and last but not least, 16. Okay, so that's all of the bags. Alright, let's start getting them organized. Sounds like 17 is the high. So there's 16, 13, 14, there's 17. Okay. So put these in my storage box. There's 15. Wasn't sure if these were going to have azure or blue. It looks like it's mostly blue. There's 14. $13. 12. 11. 10. Okay. So we got through all the double digits. So we have a 9 here. And there's another 9 right there. 8. 7. 6. There's 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. There we go. Ah, feels good to get it all nice and sorted out. Also feels really nice to have an ice pack on your back to help cool you off. All right. Oh yeah, I did also want to show off something else. So these are the latest collectible minifigs that are not minifigs, the non-minifig collectible minifigs, the F1 race cars. I've weighed a couple of them, and they basically do weigh about the same. So that is going to be fun when it is time to do them. I only have one of each, so I intentionally only got one of each. Well, I mean, I had to get the sheet as well. Apparently, they do represent F1 teams. There are, I guess, 10 of them. Go figure that the employees at the LEGO store would know more about this than I do because, you know, LEGO is doing a big F1 push this year. And 2 of them are, like, not actual teams. I think they're, like, I don't know, other things. I don't know. All right, let's set aside the large plates. Maybe I'll ask Bobo the Vulture. I believe he likes F1. He periodically does stream when he gets a chance, some F1 Manager. So if anyone likes F1, go ahead and go over to his channel and check it out. All right. He's not streaming right now, though. So, in the Palace of the Dragon of the East, inspired by the classic novel Journey to the West, this LEGO Monkie Kid set explores the origins of the timeless legend and how the Monkey King got his staff from the Dragon of the East. The Armory. The Dragon King of the East guards an armory of the most powerful weapons in the realm. The Monkey King seeks him out to ask permission to use one of the weapons. The staff, after passing on several weapons, in his opinion, they are too light. The Monkey King selects the most supreme weapon of them all, the Pillar of the Ocean, the staff. Le Baton. Sorry, well, jeez, I am just really hitting the camera a lot today. The Fable of the Wise Man. The Monkey King and the Dragon King meet to discuss the ancient fable of the wise old man who gave his books of wisdom to a humble young man and mentored him to become a great leader. Traditional, regal, and fun. To recreate the legend of the palace in LEGO form, we fused traditional Chinese design with a playful underwater setting. To show the sheer scale of the palace, which towers above the mountains in the background, we created a forced perspective to transition the model from a minifigure scale below to a smaller scale full palace above. From the posable dragon and fun new sea creature characters to hidden scrolls, decorations, and the Chinese chessboard, every detail and function is inspired by storylines in the legends, with the key element of the story, the staff, as the main focal point. John Ho, a LEGO Monkie Kid senior designer. From concept to model. A pivotal moment in the journey to the West is when the Monkey King gets his staff from the Dragon of the East. We hadn't seen the dragon's magnificent underwater palace in its entirety before, so our design team in Denmark and Shanghai worked closely together to develop an imaginative and a playful model that stays true to the original legend and adds our distinct LEGO twist to the story. Now Monkey Kid gets to open it up and discover all its secrets. Xiaodong Wen, LEGO Monkie Kid senior designer. Early concept artwork for the model. I haven't actually seen a Monkey Kid that has like this kind of description in it. Then again, I haven't had a whole lot of I haven't purchased a whole lot of Monkie Kid sets, so. Early sketches of the Fable of the Wise Man and Monkie Kid and scuba gear. And dive into the story. From curvy lines in the palace, paintings and cracks in the rocks to dark blue outlines, shiny bubbles, and swirly, vibrant plants. We played with every element in graphic design to complete the illusion of a rich and immersive underwater environment. We wanted to include as many references as possible to the story, so every room in the palace has fun design elements and hidden Easter eggs for an avid Monkey King fan like Monkie Kid to discover. Paul Constantine Turcano, LEGO Monkie Kid Design Master, Graphic Design. How to carry model. Good to know. Alright, bag is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. So the first booklet is through bags 5. Howdy, Sealan, how's it going? Okay, we are going to need to get those to start. Also, fun new actual scuba outfit. Actually, it's more than just a scuba outfit. It has a slot for a sword. That's actually neat. This is a neat piece. I don't know if there's a sword to fit in there, though. Okay, that goes on around the legs. Get the torso on. And down on the neck. There we go. That's neat. I like that. Had not seen that piece before. I'm not sure if it's shown up in anything else. Way to do stabbies underwater, exactly. Alright, and then his camera. Also, I need to get his fins, flippers on. They are teal, alright. Music feels very quiet. Let me pop that up. Could be my headset, though. Alright, there we go. Monkie Kid. And we start out with the 16 by 16 plate. Sheathing the sword would be exceedingly risky. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Alright. Right there in the middle. Alright. Gold 1x6 tiles. And lavender 1x4 tiles. There's some great colors in this set. A Mega Flare is the worst that could happen? I don't know. Not so sure I agree with that. I can think of other things that are worse. A lot of other things that would be far, far worse. Far, 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 far worse. Far worse. Far, 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 far worse. Like, so far worse. Alright, 1x5 plates. See, there you go. There's the pickles are the worst thing. There you go. You've become history's greatest monster, Bahamut. History's greatest monster. Hope you're pleased with yourself. Hope you are pleased with yourself for that. Someone posted on one of my videos that they sneezed 7 years after that video, and they said, "I hope you're pleased with yourself." And I said, "Yep." Good times. By the way, Bahamut, if you did not see, I do have some of those old Crusader Kings 2 videos now going up on the Old Dragon VODs channel. Alright, dark orange 2x6s. Alright. Get our 6x16s. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Next up, alright, 1x1 plates. Two by two corners. And green grill tiles. I'm still chugging away at the old, the old XCOM Files vids. Very, very slowly chipping away at, trying to get them viewable. It is kind of bizarre how they just keep finding new matches. I mean, I'm glad that they're finding new matches rather than finding like enough new matches to not require me to actually like mute audio. Like that's nice at least. Such a bizarre thing that's going on with those in particular, though. I mean, I think I do prefer, for the most part, regular Final Fantasy Tactics. Like that system for the most part. There is some strategic elements to it. I mean, it does like the amount of time it takes to cast some things does end up making some abilities kind of worthless. But it is a lot more strategic about what you end up using in that regard. Like, it's like you can sometimes use those powerful abilities. Drop a black and white filter on the videos and just insert flashcard subtitles at this point. One day, though, one day they might be viewable. One day. I mean, I think Tactics Ogre did... Like, I do like Tactics Ogre best. Starting out with no MP and building it up is also very strategic, and like it gives you a reason to take MP granting items. Drink down a potion, then immediately cast a spell kind of thing next round. Okay, so we have the dragon head hilts here. As the arm rests on the throne. Get the back of the throne. Gold 1x1 tiles with top clips, and then the curly design pieces. That is a pretty nice throne. I like the way that this curve feels like it goes right into this bar element right there. I do like that. I think that's pretty nice. Alright. 1x2 plates with top clips. Alright, 2 times these. We get the 3x3 plates, cross plates, and they go on fitting into the anti-studs on the underside. I feel like there was something else. Maybe it was a dream. I don't know. I feel like they announced something that they were going to be doing the same thing with the starting out at no MP and have to build it up. Oh no! I think that's FFTA 2. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So not something recent, something old. My mistake. I think that is FFTA 2. There we go. So we got a pair of little tables here. Nice and centered. I like the way that's done. As soon as I saw that we had these 2 squares with the 3x3 space in them, and we had the 2 3x3 cross plates, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. All right, then we get bowls and teacups. Facing that way and that way for some reason. Howdy, Tom Brown. How's it going? Okay, so spare white bowl, spare gold 1x1 tile, spare teal 1x1 tile, spare brown 1x1 plate, and spare black 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Okay, bag number 2. Howdy, Farron. How's it going? Can we safely put me down for Doom Dark Ages? I don't know what that is. I suspect you're joking, but I don't know what that is. Man, my chair is really squeaky today. Alright. Let's see. 2x2 tiles with center studs. The upcoming Doom game set sequel to 2016 Doom and Doom Eternal. Sure, because I've definitely played those other games. I think I did watch at least one LP of 2016 Doom and enjoyed the LP. It seemed like a pretty good horror shooter, but my judgment is not exactly strong on that front. Alright, so we got dark blue 1x2 grill tiles. I think he did. I think he's the one that I watched, but I think I saw another one too. But I don't remember. I mean, it has been almost 10 years. Very likely. Alright, 1x6 tiles. Translate blue 1x2 plates. Yeah, but you don't start with no MP. Like Final Fantasy Tactics Ogre, you start each battle with 0 MP, and you have to build up. So, to a certain extent, having a really fast spellcaster actually meant that you had a lot less MP when their first turn came around than a really slow one. So it was a bit of a trade-off. Of course, you just give them an item to get MP, and then you go wild. I like these slopes with the like the fencing slope down like that to give this nice like sloped decorative element. That's pretty nice. There we go. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Farron. It's always nice to have some escape from that kind of thing as well. Seems Kiko hasn't LP'd Doom 2016. He has LP'd a lot of other Dooms. Okay, and then I'm thinking of someone else. Oops. It's entirely possible that it's someone who doesn't LP anymore. Someone whose channel doesn't even exist anymore or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember who it was at this point. I don't think it was Necroscope. It may have been Necroscope. I don't know if he played that one. I'm like... My knowledge of the game doesn't feel like it was a Necroscope LP. Like my vague memory. Was he? I don't recall. I mean, I've been doing this since 2011. And I do keep looking at things and being like, holy crap, was it really that long ago? It feels like it wasn't that long ago. Alright, flip it around for 2 1x1 tile slopes. Tan. There and there. Then lots of teal 2x2 tiles with center studs. Pretty sure that's what we're going to do, right? Yep. I wonder who I watched play that then. It wasn't Grimmith. I don't think it was Lethal. It doesn't seem like a Lethal Feline LP. Who else was I watching back then? I don't think it was a Get Daved LP. That's gonna bug me now that I can't think of who it was. Okay, and 2x6 there, 2x6 there. A pair of 2x8s on either side here. There we go. Alright, spare piece, a tan 1x1 tile slope. Alright, bag number 3. There we go. Alright. Bag number 3. Okay. Only putting together one of the shrimp soldiers, which these headpieces are about as close as you're gonna get to being able to make Blibdoolpoolp in minifig form. This is soft plastic as well, as opposed to the rigid plastic of other stuff. Makes sense. Alright. Make a bit of a table there. Let's move some pieces out of the way. Alright, 1x6 tile and 2 capital elements. There we go. And gold 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs. You get the butter and tongs of exorcism. Lobster Man, fetch the drills instead. That's true. And, you know, we had the those the Brundlefly minifigs that had a what really amounted to a lobster claw. kind of tempted to make a lobster man out of them now. I have to think about what would be a good torso. Because lobster men are actually yellow. Alright, a pair of chairs here. Well, lithids don't have a penalty based on creature type for extracting a brain. So I think the lithids would win. Okay. First chair there. First chair violin, you know. Okay, we got our dragon head hilts on there for the armrests. Okay, 1x1 plate, 1x6 tile, and 1x3 tile. Alright, stickers to go on there that I'm not going to put on. 1x2x2 bricks. Yeah, just 4 of them. Alright. Turn this around again. Two by 4 tiles. There. And there. Accidentally hit the throne. White 1x2. Okay, next up, 2 window elements, alright. So I think there are no announced Monkie Kid sets for next year. I don't know if that means that they're discontinuing the line or they're just giving it a year hiatus. I hope they continue. Because while I don't get many of the sets, there's some really neat sets in there. Okay, so we go on to this side and this side. I like using those these fence elements as windows, although I kind of feel like it should be like this kind of thing, or like this, so that you get this symmetrical view on it. If they're going to be on the sides. Jelly-filled donuts. I just finished up my mini donuts today, so that would be delicious. That's heresy, not a rogue AI? I guess the question is what kind of jelly is in them, though. Jelly donut coming? Is that a reference that I don't know? And I want some more donuts. Donuts are delicious. Once knew a person on Twitch named Jellyfish Donut. So how's it going, Red Hyena? Alright, 1x4 tile here. There we go. Yep, down a little bit. 1 by 1 by 3 right there. Strange Brew. Is that the, It's not the SCTV movie, is it? With Rick Moranis and the other guy? Okay, a sticker would go on here. That would probably look really nice, but I'm not putting it on. The McKenzie brothers, yes. That's right. I've not actually seen that, I'm just aware of it. Okay, stickers would go on the dark orange 1 by 4 tiles as well. And there we go. Oh, actually, that, I got that turned around. I thought this was going on the exterior, but it's on the interior. There we go. Alright, 2 1 by 6s. There we go, over that window. And another 1 by 10. Yeah, the Bob and Doug McKenzie movie. Okay, 3L bar in gold, and then 2 dragon head hilts. Go. That jelly donut translation always was so weird. Just call them rice balls. Kids will understand what a rice ball is even if they haven't had it. They most definitely do not look like jelly donuts. A scone would make more sense than a jelly donut. Just call it a rice ball. That's what it is. Kids will understand rice ball. Even if they've never had one, they can understand food thing turned into ball. It is not this difficult concept for children to understand. I get they wanted to make it more, you know, American, pardon me, but it's still just ridiculous. There we go. Get that on there. Get that on there. Some nice windows. Gold pillar. And another gold pillar. Right there. Oh, oops. I need blue 1x1s on the undersides. Silly blue 1x1 plates. There we go. Even as a kid, you thought it was a weird thing. Right, because it's obviously not a jelly donut. A kid is like, what is that weird jelly donut? You call it a rice ball, and a kid will be like, oh, I've never heard of that, but I get it. Like, I get... I mean, number one, the white would be obvious then. You might be questioning what the square at the bottom is, but it's still one of those things of, like, it's going to be something that a kid is just going to, you know, intuitively understand. Babish made an onigiri-shaped donut once years ago. Well, I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can make donuts into a whole wide variety of shapes. But it's not truly a donut unless it's torus-shaped. From the donut region of France. Then, otherwise, it's just fruit and cake. Alright, there we go. Little dangly bits there. That and tea being used in place of sake, it's still having an intoxicating effect. Yeah. I get that one a little bit more. I mean, it's still weird. At least it's not milk. I do enjoy when someone in something like that unironically orders milk, though. Yeah, just a little spiked, you know. Tad spiked. There we go. Okay. Spare parts, 1x1 plates in white and blue. Gold 3L bar. Gold 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Gold 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Translite, well, pearlescent translite blue. Gem, 1x1 gem piece. And a black friction pin. Alright. Bag numero 4. I mean, the pizza equivalent in Italy before it got Americanized into proper, true pizza that we have here in America is very, very different. Oops. I went to a place and got some once because it was like, I don't know what to get on this menu that I will like, but I mean, I guess you can't go wrong with pizza. Dear viewer, you can go wrong with pizza. It is in fact the case that you can go wrong with pizza. Where was this that the pizza hurt you? It was in Boston. It was like this little dinner theater thing where an artist that I enjoy had a little concert. This was, I want to say over 20 years ago now. Maybe not quite 20 years, but it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, it was deeply disappointing. Deeply, deeply disappointing. Trying to recall exactly what kind of pizza it was. Margarita, maybe? Neapolitan, one of those. Basically, the ones where there's just these round slices of mozzarella around on it. And it wasn't just that, you know, it wasn't a standard pizza. It was also that the flavor profile was just wrong. They got to really screw up to make bad pizza. I know, like, Cressons and I would go to Anime Expo and stay at the Westin Bonaventure, which is a really nice hotel. I mean, it's a really cool looking hotel. It's in the Line of Fire, and it's a setting shot for the old Buck Rogers show. It's a great piece of architecture, a nice hotel, etc., etc. But there's a food court on the lower level, like the lower levels of it, and there is a place that we jokingly called the Bad Pizza Place because it was not good pizza, but it was still pizza. It was still recognizably pizza, and it was still better than a lot of other things that you could get. Especially since that convention was in the business district of L.A., which basically shut down on the weekends. Like, Cressons was like, even the Starbucks are shut down. How? Like, there's this big convention going on, the hotels are filled, and the Starbucks are like, nope, we're closed. I've known Cressons longer than I've been doing this hobby, yes. He's an actual non-virtual friend of mine. You guys are all figments of my imagination. I mean... They do exist. What's the temperature outside? 76. It's not cool enough to open the windows yet. Probably no wind. There we go. All right. That's on there. But yeah, I mean, the last few years that we went out there, I think that the Starbucks did start staying open on the weekend, like finally realizing, oh, there's a convention in town. There's a possibility of making money. There are young people with lots of cash who want coffee in the morning when they wake up at these hotels. Maybe we should stay open. Well, the air also has to be moving. If the air isn't moving, then you're not going to get anything no matter what kind of flow path you have. The lesson learned, don't speculate on people's genders on the internet, because it doesn't matter. Alright. That is going to have another sticker, but we're not putting that on. So it'll just be a window. Let's see, there, like that. Alright, 2 plates. Surprised there's no lip on the other side. There we go, and another 1x4. There we go. And that slips in right there. Exactly, Bahamut. Wait. Magic the Gathering? I don't know. There's 1x4. Two by 6, 2x4 here on the end. This is Dragon Quest music, yes. There was a discussion about it on the channel, on the Discord, and I was like, you know what? Let's listen to some Dragon Quest music tonight. It seems appropriate. Maybe I should put the music playing in the tags. Maybe that's what I should do. Yep, ad break going on right now. I do really like these 2x3 plates with the little cutout. I don't know what I'll use them for, but I do like them. They're versatile, or they bring new versatility, shall we say? There we go, and there we go. All right. That goes on there. Alright, another Technic brick with... Let's see, that one. I guess I should turn this around. There we go. Alright, a pair of 2x2s with 2x2 half tiles. Get that right on there. Okay. Sand green, 1x3 tiles with 2 studs. And another pair right here. There we go. Okay, that is a print. Oh, I think that's the pig chef. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that. Give me a second. Get that. And where is my zoom command? Okay, so zoom in on this. It's the pig chef guy. Zoom that back out. There we go. All right. On a 1x2. And that is under there. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. All right. 2x3 tile with 2 clips. Sticker would go on there. We have a brushed gold staff element. With some brown 1x1 cylinder cylinder tiles with top pegs on the ends. That goes on there. Okay, stack of 1x4 plates. The magenta 1x1 plate flowers here. And the telescope elements on top. 1x6 tile right there. One by 8 plate with rail. And a 1x1 by 3 bricks. There we go. Oh, this is a fancy bed. That's what we're building. I guess this is probably going to be the king's bed himself. There we go. Right, window and lattice pane. Window and lattice pane. Side stud bricks there. King Ald with the Lady Ellie. I think this seems more like a single person bed. I don't know. They usually make double beds a little bit larger. No, Cornflakes guy is from Ninjago. That's right, I'm from a completely different franchise. But you know, I could be anywhere I want to be. I like being where all my friends are. And by friends, I mean people I can torture. Cornflakes guy is eternal. He is everywhere. That's true, yeah. Yes, you cannot escape him. Alright, 4 1x4 plates. I mean, I'm no horse, but I'm close. Alright, stickers would go on to the 1x6 tiles, as well as the 2x2 tile there. Okay, and there we go. So I'm guessing that's like, I don't know. Probably not a weapon. Probably a scroll or something. And then I'm guessing some sort of secret candy or food or snack. Yeah, it should have been cornflakes. Alright, spare parts. We got a 1x1 magenta plate flower, brown 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, and a gray 1x1 cylinder tile. Okay, bag number 5. You are immune to cornflakes, guy? That's what you think. You only think you're immune. I bring the joy of cornflakes to all. And to all a good breakfast soup. You don't need to think, you know. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, you know. Alright, let's go ahead and make the king himself with his fancy schmancy outfit. Let's also move some of these big elements. So that it is a little bit easier to navigate around. There we go. Cornflakes guy can go over there. Alright, let's see. Claw shoulder pauldrons. And there is his head. A beard with horns. Apparently, the universe is approximately 5.02 trillion years old, according to current calculations. You mean days? That's pretty precise. Yeah, I remember back then. Back when it was just a horse and I. Well, an old dragon, of course. He is quite old, after all. No, you came a good 1,000 million years later. Don't try to be one of them old ones, you young'un. Alright, so here is the king himself. The king of the east. A big old fluffy beard, lots of hair, and of course, horns. Okay, and then he'll have 2 weapons. He's got a staff. Maybe this is just like an actual staff. Brown 4L bar. a robot arm, and a gold dragon head hilt, and on the other end, a gem. There we go. And he also has a trans pink sword blade on a white dragon head hilt. When did the Yugoloths arrive? I hate to break it to you, not a rogue AI, Yugoloths aren't real. They don't actually exist. Alright, gray 2x2 corner plates. And brown 1x12s. Alright, beige 1x2 plate and dark gray 1x2 curved slope here on the end. And back to the middle for 1x4 plates. Do need quite a lot of space for this one. Alright. So, we got a 6x5 panel piece, two 1x2x3 panels, and a 1x2 brick all in translate blue. Okay, sticker would go on to the 2x6, 1x2 to 2x4 bracket, side stud brick, and a 2x2 tile with top Technic pin. That goes right there. And a 1x3 plate on top. And that goes right there, behind the throne. Okay, so we need two of these. Lots of translate blue 1x2 plates. Fences. Translate blue, 1x2 plates again. Okay, 1x6 and two 1x1 cylinder bricks. Sticker would go on the 1x6 brick, but you guys know me and stickers. So you gotta not put them on most of the time so that I can shock you, surprise you, possibly cause heart palpitations, dizziness, fainting, swooning, that sort of thing when I actually do use them. Okay. Slot that in right there. Slot that in right there. Doesn't actually rest on anything. Alright, 3 1x3 tiles. One by 2 tiles with center studs. Ald wants to kill you all with heart attacks. Well, only once you've put me in your wills. If you haven't put me in your wills, then nah, there's no point. Okay, on each side we get dark orange side stud bricks. And 1x4 fences. There we go. The only thing I get from you is 6 jars of pickles? I mean, I guess I can throw that at people. That seems fun. Okay, that goes right there. Alright, we get our plain milky silver armor, which is always nice to get more of. Always happy to see more armor. And then a 1x3 arch, gold tooth element, and a pair of 1x1 plates with clips. And a dark brown 1x3 tile. That would be a salt. I mean, I guess pickles might be salted. I don't know. I don't actually know how what really goes into them other than vinegar. So I suppose it could be. You know, if they're salt. Alright, so I think these are like big, soft bashing weapons for weapons practice. I suppose they could be oversized maces, but... There we go. So you're right. It would be assault because they're salt. It's a good point. We'll get a spear. Oh, that is already all the way down. Go through there. Then a pair of gladiuses. Another pair of spears on this side. Why would anyone want quick pickles? Like, quick pizza? Sure, I get that. Quick french fries? Makes sense. Quick pickles? I mean, I guess if you want to assault someone, then I guess that does make sense, actually. Pickled french fries? Do I hate dill pickles and sweet pickles equally? I hate all pickles. All pickles are monstrous and disgusting and deserve no quarter in the battle of the foods. Leave no pickle alive. So we get a shorty brick on here. Did it scar me when I had to make pickled stuff in Stardew? Nah. I mean, when we did Thea 2, and we made a pickle-based economy, I mostly just found that funny. Alright, half arch and 1x2 plate with in translate blue. The green? Thought dragons eat green things? I mean, dragons can eat anything. That doesn't mean we like everything. There we go. Pickles and tuna? Ugh. Monsters. One day, you guys will get your due. It will come back to haunt you. You will realize that you should have ingested more ham. One day. And then I will be laughing because I will have eaten all of the ham. And you will be sad at your lack of hamness as you fade away to nothingness. You could have been me. You could have been me, living forever on a ham. But you chose poorly. Alright, let's see. 2x6s here and here. 1x3s. And 1x8s. Alright, then we have the fancy wheel. And that goes on as a decoration. Okay. Then we have the beams. We have the magenta beams. The magenta beams go on the inside. There we go. The blue beams go on the outside. Gonna open up a sandwich shop, offer a double ham and double bacon sandwich, call it the Ald. I mean, you can license my my likeness. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you could even have a all pickle sandwich and call it the anti-Ald. I'd be okay with that if you're paying me. Okay, so 1x8 tile, 1x6 tile. That goes on right there. And then the other one. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, and a spare Silver Gladius as our one spare part. And that is going to wrap us up with book number 1. So let's go to book number 2. And bag number 6. Offer a pickle sandwich and call it the Bahamut, and you'd go there? Might have to travel a ways, though. Stupid other computer. You're gonna pull something. Yeah, you're gonna pull that up. Stupid edge. Alright, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 for this bag, or this booklet. Probably not going to get through the whole booklet tonight. Alright, let's move the plates out of the way. We're going to need that one to start with. Big Star Wars wing plate. A small burp, which is kind of oxymoronic, but don't question it. I see you questioning it. I said don't question it. All right, 1x3 round end plate. What did I just say, Bahamut? Jeez. I said don't question it. And an orange 1x2. An ox-like moron? No. No. Ox wasn't a moron in Breath of Fire. He was just a strong guy. There's our bracket. Get that on there. That is right there. Okay, 1x1 plate. Sand green 1x4 when Mad Martin isn't around. Keeping the sand green for ourselves, not sharing with him. Couple tiles. Then the Star Wars wing plate. 2x4 tile there, and 1x4 half tile. Right there. Now I'm curious who understood the oxymoron of the small burp. Have I ingrained Lego terms in enough of you yet? Okay, red bracket. Another red bracket here. Okay, S bracket. Get that one right on there. And a 1x6 in blue. Terms are getting muddled with 787,254,888.2 other terminologies. I want to know what the point 2 is, Lord Canis. Now I'm intrigued. What, pray tell, is the point 2? Random TTRPG errata. Yes, but what is specifically point 2 of a terminology? Inquiring minds want to know. There we go. Get that on there. You can't leave us in suspense like this. It's not allowed. All right, we got a compass that goes on right here, hidden amongst all of that. Bright green 2x2 cylinder tile with center stud. Teal bracket. Might be a mystery to you all. I know, it's disappointing. I'm gonna send you all to every single one of you to remedial Lego terminology class. I guess it's a good thing that I haven't quizzed you guys yet. One by two tile there. Get another 1x2 brick with round ends and internal bars. Well, I guess I will just have to keep that to myself. I guess it's for me to know. And you guys to figure out on your own. There will be a test, so, you know, do the reading. Make sure you do the reading. Lavender 2x4 brick there. Like the -1x1 Lego brick? There's no negative number Lego bricks. How do you say, Nemesis? How's it going? I have to send everyone to remedial Lego terminology class because they didn't understand Lego terminology that I've used multiple times, and it is so disappointing to me. You guys have all failed me. You should feel bad now. You've only been here twice before. Well, you missed it, so you have that excuse. But now that you're here, you also need to go to remedial Lego terminology school. All right, let's get the small burp on here. We'll use that terminology again. Another sand green 1x4. There we go. Try to pay attention while you're also playing Suikoden 2. Alright, 1x1 cylinder plate with bar there. 2x4 slope. Fixing up everyone's weapons before the first big Luca fight. I mean, it should be easy. Easy, right? It's just Luca Blight. How hard could it possibly be? You just finished, didn't realize. Alright, get that right on there. Now, I like the use of this as a backdrop, because, mainly because I just haven't seen them do that before, so... On its side, I should say. Another window in there. And 2x2 corner brick. Surely you can manage it with the level 99 carryovers. I'm actually probably not going to get everyone to level 99. It is taking a lot more time than I really thought it would. The in-game speed up is not as fast as actual frame skip. And to be fair, I didn't do that with the original either. It took a while, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did say that I might not have the patience, so... You love the Lufia to Geddes fight? It is nice and strategic to do... Like, to do it without too much cheesing. Don't be a quitter. Oh, I will quit if I darn well please. I will quit if I darn well please. No, it's not all of them, but it takes quite a while. Takes quite a while. And 2x2 tile here. I mean, I used a strategy for the Geddes fight, and I know that there are other ways of doing it that are kind of cheesier. But I feel like the way that I ended up doing it is a legit way, and it was pretty fun. All right, let's move that back a little bit. Turn this way. Almost had him there the second time around? Yeah. Needed either a little bit more luck, or the way that I think it's going to go up tomorrow is just some strategic management of equipment. See if I can get some outside air in now. Let's see, yep, 1x4 there. 1x1 cylinder plate there. I'm highly amused by how the game is like, these specific people are the ones who can do the fighting. They're the ones destined to do it, and there's Tia just, like, kicking everything's butt. Like, being better. I'd rather take Tia to the end. See, it's not a spoiler because we saw the end already in Lufia 1. Alright, a pearlescent trans pink fern piece, which is nice and pretty. I like that. Too bad there's only one in this set. There should be more, dang it. I want more of them. Did get a bunch of green and dark green ones of these at the local Pick-a-Brick, though. So that was cool. Get that in there. Also, I got sand green and light pink foliage elements as well. Also nice. Alright, so that is going to fit in right there. Okay, get that there. Get the magenta coral. No, it is that one, alright. Okay, get that in there. I talked so fast it sounded like pickle brick a wall. I don't think I talked that fast. I just called it pick-a-brick. I think maybe it's your ears, sir. I think maybe it's your ears. Okay, get that fishy on there. Tan 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. And a mop head. And some more seagrass. Alright, there we go. Okay, spare parts. We have a gold 1x1 cylinder tile with a compass print. Tan 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. Gray 1x1 cylinder plate. Dark gray 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. And dark gray 1x1 tile slope. They also had a bunch of shorty bricks in, which was pretty nice, too. Olive green and tan, though, so not my favorite shades. I would have liked more white and gray, but what are you going to do? Is this the Sea King that gives you boxes that hold all the years of aging you would have had living at his palace? I don't know. If that's something from the Journey to the West, I have not... I am not actually that familiar with Journey to the West. If that's from something else, I'm obviously not familiar with that either. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Let's put that out of the way as well. That can go out of the way. That's pretty good. Some nice dark blue in here. Alright, 1x2x3 slope, 1x2x3 inverted slope. Inverted half arch. And a sand green 1x2x3, 1x2x2 slope. And a tile slope there. See, here's a white shorty brick. There we go. Alright, dark gray round end plate. 1x1 cylinder plate. And 1x1 brick in dark blue. Get that on top there. Another 1x1 brick with a clip. I always wonder why, like, I know why some pieces have hollow studs, especially when they're completely hollow, like these pieces. But it is always an interesting question why this, which is just basically a 1x1 brick, has a hollow stud. Not really sure. I mean, hollow studs have a lot of use. Okay, another fern. And a dark gray 1x2 curved slope. One by one brick and half arch in dark blue. 1x2x3 slope. Let's see. There's a dark gray 1x2. Alright, 1x12 with 3 1x4 side stud bricks. Get that across the top. There should really be a plate right there, I feel like. Okay, this is going to clip in there, clip in there. So we're not clipping into the top, but it still needs the round part to make these, make it fit. And then the 1x2 round end brick with bars to get in there. You like Tia and Lufia too? You feel bad for her as well, considering that she cares for Maxim and Maxim doesn't seem to like her in the same way? No. And she's also a really solid character. Like, just in terms of, like, the gameplay. Like, if she were a Tella-type character where she capped out on growth at some point, at least then it would be like, okay, we're losing, you know, like, the character's being taken away, but gameplay-wise, we're not really losing out on someone great. But we're really losing out on someone great. It would be as if Tella were absolutely fantastic, and then you lose him. And it's like, why? Why, game? Why do you steal my good characters? Like, I think that's one reason why, like, Tella and Edward aren't that good, and, like, Palom and Porum, well, no, actually, they're pretty good, I think. And Fuso Ya isn't actually that great. I think a big part of it is so that when you do lose them, you don't feel like your party is becoming significantly weaker. Whereas losing Tia, I do feel like makes your party significantly weaker. got some orange fishies here and here. And a light blue fishy here. There we go. Got our fishies. Alright. Beige 1x8. I also find just the way that Ceylon was described in the game, and then she's a mage, she's just a spellcaster. When she's like described as this great warrior, it's like, I guess I shouldn't say just a mage, but she is physically stronger than Tia. But howdy, Kinshir, how's it going? It's just kind of weird. She should have been a warrior character. Oops, we do not put that on there. And 1x2x5. Translate blue. Well, then they should have described her differently. They should have been talking about how her magic is so great, you know, rather than being a great warrior. Like, the story doesn't actually change if she's a great mage, you know, if she's described as a great mage. That's what I find kind of frustrating about that, is like, why describe her as something that she is not? It just, you know, it just makes the, like, obviously they needed another spellcaster in the party at that point. I get it, but so just describe her as that. Could be oddity in translation, I suppose. That is fair. That is a fair point, actually. But then that's a problem with the translation. Like, if the Japanese makes it clear that she is a spellcaster, and people are talking about her magic, then that's a bad translation. Was Woolsey involved in Lufia 2's translation? I don't know if he was. I haven't looked at the credits. Oh, you were okay, got it. There we go. Another pair of windows. See, I find Spoony Bard to actually be a good translation choice. Like, Tella's an old man. He's angry. He's lashing out, and he just says something kind of weird. And you get what he means. You get what he means. I also stand by the translation of knife to spoon. Stand by that wholeheartedly. I think having a superpowered spoon deal 9,999 damage is pretty great. I love it. Like, when I was a kid, and I think I was, like, desperate in a fight that I was losing, and I threw that, and it did 9,999 damage, my mind was just blown away, because I was like, I was expecting it to just be junk, because it's called a spoon. And then it does 9,999 damage. I did see that someone indicated that Yuji Horii may have let it slip that a Chrono Trigger remake is in the works. Howdy, Duke Darkwood. How's it going? Yep. Ad breaks are going. It would if it's done well. It would if it's done well. If it's not done well, I don't think it would do well. Dug out some homemade birthday ice cream from the freezer. Forgot how weapons grade the chocolate levels are. Okay, let's see. This goes right in there. There we go. Connects in there. 1x4 in sand green, and a white 2x6 to lock those two together. Okay, dark blue across the top. Get this in here for what I assume is going to be another fishy. Do we have another fishy? I don't see another fishy right now. How much chocolate is too much chocolate? I'm not actually a big chocolate person, so it does not take much chocolate for me to be like, all right, I'm good. That said, my local grocery store does have some Neapolitan ice cream, and the chocolate in it is actually not bad. Like, I'm not a chocolate person. I don't really like chocolate that much, and I enjoy that chocolate. I used the wrong one of those somewhere. Oh dear. Oh dear. Said no one ever. Except me. I said it. Alright, where is this? Where is this piece that I put in wrong? Not that one. Oh, I bet it's this one. Yep, it's that one. Alright. Okay. Let's fix that. Put that back there. There we go. There we go. Alright. Get that back on there, and the 1x4 there. Go ahead and connect these back together. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? Just doing some surgery here. Get that on there. That one there. There we go. Okay. Now we can put the right color on here. I had a friend who was like, "This is special hummus. Just try it. It's really good. Come on, you'll like it. You'll like it." I don't know. There might have been something about the hummus that set it apart. And this goes somewhere. Where does this go? Where did I miss this one? I think. Wait, let me see. All right. Let's go to the end of the bag. Yep, that goes somewhere. All right. I missed where that one goes. Hold on. There it goes. All right, under there. There we go. Okay, 2x4 curved slopes. One there. One there. Sticker would go on that one. 2x2 curved slope there. 2x2 curved slope there. Sticker would go on that one. Lots of fish. All right, 2x2 angle plates and 1x1 quarter cylinder tiles. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we got a dark gray straight robot arm, dark gray 1x1 plate, dark gray bar with clip, dark blue 1x1 tile slope, and beige 1x1 quarter cylinder tile. Alright, next up, bag number 8. I'm going to actually set this back here since we are working on this section right now. Alright. Since it wouldn't let you send the emote a second time, that's weird. Alright, we got another Star Wars wing angle plate, or wedge plate. We got 2 plates to move out of the way, because they're large. I have not... Actually, I'm not sure if I have any of these in the first place. These are like fire elements. Normally they're trans orange or mixed with trans orange. I haven't seen them solid, so that's interesting. It's identical message cooldown? Even so. Alright. And we got, so the shrimp are soft plastic. But the crabs, the crab generals, this is a hard plastic, actually. It's one of the reasons why I got the set, is all these little guys. Okay. 1x4 plate right there, and red 2x2 half tile. They might have been. I'm not terribly familiar with the Nexo Knights line. One by 4 half tile, and gray 1x1 cylinder plate there. Pinkbeard McFancy Cape. That is the king of the East, or the Dragon of the East. All right, green 1x2 round plates. Yes. Yes. This is his palace. All right, dark lavender 1x6 plates. And a 1x3x2 half arch inverted. And some brackets. It might happen at some point. It's on my list of potential games to play. Can't seem to stop yawning, so you're off to bed. All right, Sealand, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. All right, we got dark blue, one of these flame elements. I'm pretty sure they still use these for, like, fires on, in town sets, and city sets, I should say. I just have not seen solid color ones, which is kind of neat. there's lots and lots and lots of games to play. Let's see. That... Oh, no, okay, that is turned around backwards. All right. Thought I saw studs facing out, but I did not. So little time to play them all, yep. Especially when you're keeping a schedule. And I goofed up. Nice number of shorty bricks. All right, gold 1x1 cylinder plates. And pearlescent light blue gem tops. I don't know why I don't care about getting these straight. But I don't. Alright, that goes right here. What, the shorty bricks? I didn't think the Colosseum had shorty bricks. Am I already forgetting the Colosseum? Maybe I am. I just like calling them shorty bricks. But I'm pretty happy that the my local Lego store had olive green and tan ones in. I mean, I would prefer other colors, but that's okay. It's still nice to just get a whole bunch of them. And I did. They refreshed a lot of stuff at the Pick-a-Brick walls, which is pretty great. Maybe? I don't remember at this point. I forget. I thought they came new with the, I think they were new with the Lion Knight's Castle, and the Colosseum was a few years before that. Get that right on there. Alright, 1x6, 1x4, and another 1x6 stretching into the tile area. More fences. Get these nice little fence post elements next to them. And post a video you saw on a guy making a waffle making factory using Lego. Yeah, go ahead. And we'll check it out after the stream. There we go. And finally, the last one. There is the mold mark. There we go. Okay. Push them back because we are Pulling this out. This is going down on the part. There's no Technic bricks here. Alright, I'm not sure exactly where this is going. It is not very clear. Okay. Okay, so this part is slipping into there. Okay, understood. Right now, this has a lot of free slide range. Oh, no, I get it. Okay, I get it. This is going to slide closed, and you slide it to open it. I didn't even realize that it had that in there. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and close that up. That back there. All right. 1x2 slope. Welcome back, Kinshire. There we go. Get that on there. Okay, Star Wars wing wedge plate. I'm curious what this notch on the bottom was originally used for. Like what the design idea behind putting that on there was. Okay, that goes in right there. Two by three plates all along here. There we go. Yeah, I think they came out with the Lion Knight's Castle. They were new that year. I think I got some in a set that, like one of the Speed Champion sets that came out that year, and talked about them. But I'm pretty sure the instructions for the Lion Knight's Castle talked about them being new. There we go, get that on there. One giant stone structure is much like another. You take that back, you fiend! How dare you say that about the Lion Knight's Castle? I want to know when the Nostalgia Contest fan vote is going to be opening up, because I want to know if I'm in it. I doubt it, but I want to know. at the Great Pyramid and the Taj Mahal, you can barely tell them apart. Taj Mahal has multiple Lego sets, actually. I have one of them. I don't think I have the other ones. I think there's been three of them at least. Maybe 4. I have the first one that I think might be the biggest one. Nope, not using that. Yeah, the original was very big. For the time, at least. May have been the biggest set at the time. I don't remember. There we go. Lock that in. Alright, 2 S brackets and a white 4x4 click hinge turntable base. There we go. Wonder if the architecture line will ever go back to doing monuments and such. Have we had one since the pyramid? I mean, like when you say monuments, what do you mean? Neuschwanstein Castle's coming later this year. And we only get 2 each year. A small one and a big one. We got Notre Dame. That's pretty monumental. Like, what I'm kind of surprised at is the lack of modern-ish buildings that we've had. I don't, like... When was the last time, like, we got, like, a Frank Lloyd Wright building? I assume you mean the Treasury building. Because there's a lot to Petra. I would as well, since I've actually been there. The thing everyone thinks of when they hear Petra. So, like, I've been there, so now I don't. Something designed by IMP, yeah. He did design that building, the Burj Khalifa, didn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else? Nope, the whole Petra complex. I would be there. I would so be there for that. Gimme that. Alright, spare parts. Gold 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Pearlescent 1x1 gem nodule. And a dark blue 1x1 tile slope. Alright, let's see. So bag number 9 starts the other side. So I think we're going to hold off. And we'll do the other side starting next time. This is pretty neat. Like, I did not realize that it did this. It had this sliding mechanism for opening it up so that you could see access the king, and then close it up so that you can't see the king. That's pretty cool. They ever do the Forbidden Palace? They did not. They have not done the Forbidden Palace. Again, I'm not sure what they would do with the Forbidden Palace, because that's again a big complex, and so much of it is really like even the things that you think about are pretty big themselves. So I'm not sure how they would do that. I don't know what they would how they'd go about it. That said, I'm also not terribly familiar with the Forbidden Palace, so maybe they'd do something more than I can think of. Yeah, the throne is really nice. It has tilted back a little bit, and it's hard to get at it, but... Yeah, that's very cool, though. I like it. Also, it has a nice armory with a bunch of weapons in it, which I'm always happy to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and move that to the back. And go ahead and... Oh, also, Duke Darkwood and anyone else who's come in later, we do have... We're not going to be starting these just yet, but the new F1 collectible minifigs. I only got one of each, so basically what we're going to be doing, we're going to be pulling from a bag when the time comes. I should actually put this down here now. They all basically weigh the same, so that's going to be fun. Those are not minifigures and you're not getting them. That's fine. I'm not selling, like... I am by no means saying that people should or should not get them. Your brother might. He's got a bunch of the Speed Champion cars. I will say that they have some interesting pieces, because I had to open one to get the sheet. So I will be curious to see how LEGO uses some of those pieces in the future. Anyway, we are going to be doing some minifigs. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the sheets. There we go. There we go. Oh, I don't need that yet. All right. Okay, so... it's very warm. My brain is not working the best right now. Okay. I need my dice. All right, D6. All right, so 4, we're going to the middle. Let's go for a D12. 12, 4, and 7 for Not a Rogue AI. All right. Well, that's 12 here, so let's see. There might not be 12 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11. Yep. All right. Let's roll the D12 again. 2. There we go. We'll probably do the F1 cars when we finish up this set. Whenever that happens. All right. Let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. So, D20 for me to roll for my check. 3. So, that's Emmett. I'm pretty sure we don't have any more Emmets. Or if we do, they're in the right-hand column. So, 12 for Not a Rogue AI. That would be Taco Tuesday guy. 7 for Isovan and Sage Nemesis. That would be Scribble Cop. And a 2 for Bahamut. That would be President Business. So, get your predictions in. Be at Target tonight, and you'll be looking for minifigures. You're already expecting Wolfpack disappointment? Probably. I think that they're pretty well cleared out. I would recommend seriously checking Barnes & Noble. I have had really good luck with Barnes & Noble. Palador going for 4. That would be Wild West Wild Style. Go ahead and get my timer out. And where is my timer? There it is. Yeah. Minotaur Palace Guard and a Leonin Palace Gardener. What'd you guess? Turtle of the North Palace. No, he's later. He's later. We haven't gotten to his bag yet. Let's jump back to the first one. We can take a look at. There we go. 300%. There we go. See, there's Turtle. There's Turtle right there. All right, predictions are closed. Let me get my timer all ready. And go. All right, what do we got? What do we have? Okay, that's an interesting piece. Okay. 14.47, I believe that we have Ms. Scratch and Post. So, the ones that we haven't gotten, Ms. Scratch and Post, Construction Lady, Robo Secretary, Taco Tuesday Guy, and Mermaid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. There we go. Yep, that was Ms. Scratch and Post. Get the head out of there. It's turned in the wrong way. Okay, so that was 14.47. So let's go ahead and choose the outcome. Within 20 seconds, complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? That is the wrong option. Alright. Sage Nemesis, Palador, and Kinshir getting all the hams. Very nice. Isovan, Lord Canis, and Varlby Gem going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut going for no. Yay, indeed. And yay, cats. Yay, kitty. Like that the app used to scan is adding older sets just for checklist purposes. Oh, that's cool. So single-sided head, kitty, adorable kitty. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in on her. You're filling in for Lil Bunny today. There she is. Yeah, it took us a while to get her. I like that she does have shed cat fur on her torso and pants. And I like the shirt with the kitty on it. Which, it's actually this kitty. It's this kitty. Zoom back on out. There we go. Kitty! Kitty! Alright, let's go ahead and mark that one off. Okay. Next up. Series 13. Still hoping for Hot Dog Guy. That's the one that I want right now. Alright, D6, 3, so we're going to the middle. And D20, 18. I'm not sure if we have 18 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, we do. 19, 20, 21. Alright. Sometimes in shipping they get messed up, and so not every column might be quite correct. All right, let's start a prediction. Click on the right things, please. There we go. Something off the back of that. There we go. Incidentally, Duke Darkwood, there is a new 3-in-1 castle coming out. Oh, I should actually get the sheet out for this one. With a horse and a snake shield design. The snake shield is new. It's a new mold, I think, or at least it's an older mold that they're bringing back. And in the Friends line, there's a unicorn shield. Product may settle during shipping, yeah. All right, so let's see. 10 for Ice Oven. Let me roll first for me. 1. All right. Happy King again, which I'm pretty sure we're not going to get in this one. So a 10 for Ice Oven is, that is Ming the Merciless again. 7 for Sage Nemesis. That is the Cthulhu Alien. 5 for Bahamut. That is the Goblin. Brother mentioned a new castle set. You didn't take a look yet? Well, there's also, yeah, so it's 3-in-1. It's okay. I mean, it's 3-in-1 castle. I never expect a 3-in-1 castle to be super great, but it does look like it'll have a lot of good pieces. The minifigs are great. And there's also a new haunted house coming out with the return of the ghost mold. It's not quite the same. Oh, yeah, and 4 for Not-A-Rogue AI. That would be the Snake Charmer. So the ghost mold is returning. The glow-in-the-dark ghost mold. It looks different, but super-duper exciting. I'm looking forward to it. There's also a vampire, a werewolf, and a Frankenstein's monster, which is, I have plenty of those. Well, okay, the vampire's nice. I should say that. The vampire's really nice. The Frankenstein's monster and the werewolf, I'm on. But Ghosty, I always want more. All right. 3-in-1s always use bricks only. I don't know about no cloth or string, but yeah, bricks only for the animals. So the horses are brick built. Okay, and go. Let's see what we got. Okay. 9 seconds on the dot. We have the Old Kingdom Egyptian warrior. I felt the shield. Always nice when it makes it easy like that. All right, so that was, once again, 9 seconds. So let's choose the outcome. Within 20 seconds, complete that prediction. Okay, Varlby Gem, Sage Nemesis, and Kinshear getting the hams. Very nice. Lord Canis, Ice Oven, and Palador going for 20 to 50. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut going for no. You're a believer. You put your faith in Blast Hardcheese and me. There we go. We got a Khopesh. It's a little bit of a broad Khopesh, but hey, it's okay. This is prior to dual molded legs, so these are printed on the legs. Is this the same piece as the lady in the... I think this is the same piece as the lady in the Lion Knight's castle. Oh, that's cool. Let's see, is the shield gold or is the shield dark orange? I think the shield is gold. Oh, let's go ahead and zoom in. I love this. I love this figure. Definitely one of my favorites of the set. I want to get a bunch of these. We've got back printing on this guy as well. That's pretty awesome. It's a really nice detailed figure. I think this also came in the Mummy Queen, but I think this might be the same piece as in the lady in the Lion Knight's castle. I need to check again. Well, to be fair, Egypt forgot about it too. Like, one of the complaints with Expeditions Rome is that the Egyptian soldiers looked like this, even though the Egyptian soldiers should look basically like Greeks. And even the Greeks looked like they were too old. So the old, like, Expeditions Rome had Egyptian soldiers that were about 1,200 years out of date, and Greek soldiers that were like 500 years out of date, which was kind of... Macedonians are Greek. I know they weren't considered Greek by all the Greeks, but they were Greek. They were Hellenistic, at least. All right. Now for the final minifig of the night. I did fit one back in. Alright, that's a 1, so we're going to the top. D10. 9. I feel like we've pulled this one before, but oh well. Alright, and then for this one, let's grab you. Okay. So let's start the prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? Get your predictions in. Let me get out my... Get that out. Get the D12 ready. Alright, so let's see. We got 2 for Ice Oven. That would be the Wolfpack Beastmaster. Incidentally, the Wolves are in an upcoming set later this year as well. 7 for Nadaroge AI. That would be the Longboarder. 6 for Bahamut. That would be the Pteranodon fan. 7 for Sage Nemesis, also the Longboarder. Sort of like they need to distinguish between Saxons and Normans when showing Battle of Hastings, even though they had very similar gear. Yeah. Oh, 9 for Sage Nemesis. That would be Cupid. A Minotaur moon cheese creator, a Leonine moon mathematician. In case anyone hasn't figured it out based on your last 2, Bird or Phoenix of the South Palace. Alright, get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig box? Move that there. I'm actually kind of looking forward to opening the F1 race cars, just because it's going to be so ridiculous. Like, it's impossible to tell by any means other than scanning those. Like, completely impossible. And that's just going to be fun. Alright, get your predictions in. That is just about closed. And let me go get my scanner up. Okay. Scanner is up and ready to go. Predictions are closed. All right. Let's go ahead and get the sheet up because I forgot to do that. Okay. Blame them for this specifically being a Dragon of the East Palace. The Azure Dragon, Seiryu, since you can't remember its Chinese name, is associated with East. Understood. Alright, let's see. Again, hearing a lot of pieces. Not hearing anything really big. So, a lot of pieces is like Astronomer Kid, and a Steampunk Inventor. So I'm going to go with the Astronomer Kid. There is only one left of that. Let's go ahead and roll the die. That is 5, so that is going... The die is indicating the plushie fan. Let's see what the weight is. 17.57. All right, that cannot be the Astronomer Kid. 17.57 is pretty close to the plushie fan, but it is also close to the cat fan and the Steampunk Inventor. It's also pretty close to the Rocket Racer, but that's a little bit high for that. All right, I'm going to say that the weight is the Steampunk Inventor. So we're getting 3 different ones. All right, so let's see which one it is. It is the Steampunk Inventor. I didn't go for it because we had just had it. I wanted to give another chance. But it is the Steampunk Inventor. Let's go ahead and open it and verify. That is the Steampunk Inventor once again. All right. All right, choose a prediction. Outcome. That is yes with weight. Complete that prediction. Who is getting the hands? Lord Canis, Sage Nemesis, Ice Oven, and Varl Gem getting the hams. Very nice. Shield of Hope going for yes with die roll. Kinshir going for yes with guess. And Palador and Bahamut going for no. Having no trust in me. I do like the gold arm on him. There we go. Get the ice cream on top there. Yeah, right into his face. Okay. There we go. All right, and the spare parts are the gold 1x1 cylinder plate with bar and the 1x1 cylinder plate, cylinder tile in brown with the gauge print. So there is our Steampunk Inventor. Let's go ahead and zoom in on him again. Why not? It's a great head for a like 18th century, 19th century character as well. Speaking of, there is a Sherlock Holmes Book Nook set coming out, which is pretty great. It looks wonderful. I'm really looking forward to that. They use an ice cream piece as the steam, yes. But it's actually ice cream. See, like he's a steampunk inventor, but he likes ice cream too. So he made his claw produce ice cream so that he can eat it while he's going around. All right, let me go ahead and mark him off so that we do not forget. There we go. All right, so we have not gotten the plushie fan, we have not gotten the boogeyman, and we have not gotten the Cupid. Incidentally, I believe that the Cupid's wings are a separate piece, and there's a Unicorn Castle 3-in-1 coming out, not too expensive, like $20, I think, that has 2 ponies, one in like yellow and one in purple, I think, and it has these wings on the back for, you know, so they're Pegasi basically, and then there's a white unicorn of the same size. So that's kind of neat. Anyway, that is going to wrap us up tonight. We will be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. Go ahead and see if there's anyone to raid right now. Yeah, DJ Birdman's up. Let's go ahead and raid him. He raided us the other day. Looks like he's playing some Skyrim. So, we'll be wrapping it up. We'll be back tomorrow for some more Spelljammer. We'll be back on Monday to start something new. We'll be back on Wednesday for some more Lego building. And we will get back to the Dragon of the East Palace next Friday. I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.